I'm sure you must have heard about the African diaspora or black people in the diaspora, right?
Yeah, I've heard about them.
I'm sure you must have heard about the African diaspora in the US.
Yes, I've heard about them.
Bro, have you heard about black people in America before?
Oui, j'ai entendu à propos des Américains noirs, non? Les noirs américains.
All right, what's up, people? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are doing great. And in today's video, we are going to try to do something a little bit different. And because there has been stories that has been going on for some time now about African diaspora coming to Africa, and that Africans do not like them. That when they get to Africa, some of them say that they don't have good experience with Africans. So, but in today's video, I'm going to be interviewing some few people, some few Africans, and we are going to get their honest opinion on what they think about African Americans or the African diaspora, and what do they think about them coming to Africa. So stay tuned to the video and as we hit the street. So family, as I was talking, we are in a little quartier, a little street here, and we are going to be asking some Africans that we are going to meet along this street, and for us to get their honest opinion. Excuse me, brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine, are you?
I'm also great. My name is Nelson, and as you can see, I'm a YouTuber that I'm doing content for the African diaspora. Sorry to take so much of your time. I just have some few questions to ask you concerning the African diaspora. I'm sure you must have heard about the African diaspora or black people in the diaspora, right?
I've heard about them.
So I want to ask you, what do you think about as an African in the continent? What do you think about, or what comes to your mind when you hear of black Americans or black people in the diaspora?
Black Americans, they are our brothers. They are our brothers that our ancestry race we've been taken away from us from them. So I've heard about them as been black Americans because our ancestry race was being taken away from them. So we are like the same. We are one family. So what about what's up?
Nothing much, the diaspora really wants to come to Africa, and they will really like to know what the continental Africans think about them. Though there have been other videos talking about them, but I said let me do this one particularly here in Cameroon so that they can get the reviews of Africans here in Cameroon and what they think about them. Okay, now as an African, I don't know if you might have heard about the returning of the black diaspora back to Africa, and you as an individual who is African, what do you think about black Americans who wants to come to Africa?
What I would like enlighten on that point is that Black Americans coming back to Africa is a very good idea, in my own point of view, because coming back to Africa as their ancestry ground, as their ancestry place,
Yes.
as a located place to be. So coming back to Africa, like coming back to develop Africa, would be like a very great idea because we know all over the world, people all over the world think Africa is like a dark continent where people can't live in, where they think that Africa is not a place to be. But I'm here to like enlighten people again on how Africans they are really they are naturally give they have this naturally being gifted with their
Yes.
many talents. They're having so many things, good resources. So what I'm saying is that I really need these black Americans coming back here to develop it. So I think making them coming back to Africa will like change a lot. Will like make us Africans that we have been looking who have been looked by by these white people outside there, like people that don't have nothing to share to the public, don't have nothing to share to you people, like to share out there. But
Okay.
I'm here like to enlighten people especially this my black Americans, this my ancestry brothers that are down from there, that they should come and develop this Africa. It's really a place to be.
Okay, I hope you all are listening to what our brother here is talking. So, to those of you who might be thinking that, continental Africans do not like the diaspora, as you can hear from his opinion, it's the others is the opposite. So, I'm going to be asking you one last question, brother. Now, if you have the opportunity to get married to a black American woman, will you get married to her? Or let me just say, if you have the opportunity to get married to a woman from the diaspora, will you get married to her?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course,
Why?
I will really will be like a very good and experience way, like for me to experience new way of life. If if for example, if I'm getting married to a black American woman, will be like a very good idea for me, because I would like to know about how these people live, how these people come about. I would like think about, I'll feel about think of, if this black lady is like, we're having the same color. It's my they're having the same color, like as I African I'm having. So
Yeah.
I would like to know more about their culture, more about how they do live their life. Are they living the same life with us? Do they do their things as how us the Africans, born Africans, we do?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I would really like. I'll engage into getting married with a black American.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother, for take for. So we are in a local cartier here, in this same street, and we are going to be asking some more Africans that we are going to meet here on what they think about the diaspora. So I would like us to take a walk. Um, I don't know if this our brother is going to be okay for an interview. Hello, sir. How you doing? We sorry for disturbing you. My name is Nelson, and I'm doing content for the African diaspora. So I don't know if you would like to take even if it's 2 or 3 minutes of your time.
Ah, il n'y a pas de problème, il n'y a pas de problème, ça dépend.
Okay. So our brother here, I think he's speaking French, but not to worry. I'm going to do a subtitle down in the video for you all to understand what he's saying. Remember, I've always told you all that Cameroon is English and French, so not to worry. So, bro, have you heard about black people in America before?
Oui, j'ai entendu à propos des Américains noirs, non? Les noirs américains.
Okay. So, as an African, what do you think about black people in America or the African diaspora?
Moi, ils les considèrent tous comme nos frères.
Oui.
Donc c'est nos frères, c'est nos frères, malgré qu'ils sont de là-bas, mais ils sont de la peau noire. Donc, qui fait en sorte que, comme c'est nos frères, malgré le temps passé, nous on les aime toujours. Oui.
Okay, okay. So, um, we have heard about the African diaspora coming back to Africa, and as an African, I would also like you to tell me and to also make them to know your opinion and how do you feel if the African diaspora return back to Africa. Do you like the idea?
Si on retourne en Afrique, ce sont les pays, ce sont les gars du continent. Nous, on veut tous les revoir ici, là, parce que c'est nos frères avant. Mais c'est mieux comme ils sont là-bas, mais non, on les préfère ici. On les préfère
Okay.
ici. Parce que en revenant de là-bas, ils reviennent avec plus de technologie,
Oui,
plus d'éducation
oui.
pour venir développer le pays. Vous pouvez constater notre pays.
So, bro, the last question that I would like to ask you is about getting married to Black American women. Would you like to get married to Black American women if you have the chance?
Oui, 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 pourquoi pas? Enfin, en fait, si j'épouse une Américaine, oui, c'est possible, non? C'est pas pourquoi c'est pas possible.
Why?
Comme ça, comme ça, elle va venir avec plus de technologie, plus de connaissances, plus. Il va apprendre à connaître comment les gens leur vivent, comment leur comportement. Oui, ça va beaucoup m'enseigner, ça va beaucoup m'instruire. Et ça va m'apprendre, m'amener à plus développer dans la vie ici. Oui.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. As you all have heard what he said, and like I said, I'm going to do a subtitle so that you all can really understand what he said in English. And so we are in another street here in this same quartier, and we're going to be looking around to see if there will be somebody. I don't know if this brother of ours will be available for interview. Hello, brother.
Hello,
You
hello.
might be in a haste. My name is Nelson. I'm doing content for the African diaspora. What is your name?
My name is Declare.
Declare.
Yes, yes, Declare.
Okay, Mr. Declare, I really want to ask you some questions. I don't know if you are going to give us a little bit of your time.
Yeah, yeah. I will be ready to answer. I'll be ready to answer whatever you ask me.
Okay, now I'm sure you must have heard about the African diaspora in the US.
Yes, yes, yes. I've heard about them. I've heard about the African diaspora in the US.
Okay, good. So as an African, when you hear of black diaspora, what do you think about them?
First of all, black people are our brothers. The black people in the US are our brothers. The only difference between us and them is that they have just nationalized at the US. Yes, of course, what start to talk because they are the first people that, like the wise man, when they came to come and colonize us, they are the first people that imported there for slavery. So
Okay. All right. Now the second question I would like to ask you is that like what you just said about slavery, and so many of the African diaspora, some of them want to relocate back to the motherland. They want to relocate back to Africa. And so, as an African, what do you think about them relocating back to Africa?
it will be a good idea for them relocating back to Africa because they are going to bring in the new strategies, the new idea, and the new development out there for Africa to be united
Okay.
once more. Yes.
Okay. That's good, brother. And the last question that I would like to ask you before we go is that if you have an opportunity to get married to a black American woman, will you get married to them or to her?
Yes, it will be possible for me to get married to a black American woman because
Why?
she has the same mentality as me. The difference is just the nationalization there, so it will be possible for me to get married to a black American.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. And so we are going to proceed to another person. I don't know if we are going to see another person here on this street today. We are going to proceed to another person. All right. You guys have heard from Africans, continental Africans themselves on what they think of the African diaspora. So if you are having any misinformation concerning Africa, or maybe you are still thinking like, if I come to Africa, I am not going to be welcomed. No, Africans really do like the African diaspora, and this is the message that I said. Let me pass today in this video. So if you're just coming new to the channel for the first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell down below. So I'm going to see you guys on my next video, and have a nice day.